Hello everyone, welcome to Club Reaction to Rangers now, Roma 2. Rangers remain on 0 points in the Europa League group stage after again a pretty poor performance overall from Rangers in the Europa League. I'm Scott Carney, joining me to discuss that is Alistair Pearson. Hello Ali.
Yes, it's a fucking chore going to Ibrox now, Carney. It's actually quite soul destroying going to Ibrox at the moment, to be polite about it. I don't enjoy it. And tonight again, once again, Carney, you're sitting there going, why am I here?
Yeah. Tonight is, and before we go into anything any further, I didn't expect Rangers to go out and win tonight against Roma. I didn't expect a miraculous performance in terms of kind of changing the fortunes that we've had. Roma at the end of the day are a decent team. Tonight I didn't think they were particularly great, but they didn't have to be particularly great because Rangers made it incredibly easy for them to score 2 goals. Once an Italian team away from home is 2-0 up against you, you're not going to really get back into that game. They controlled it. They didn't have to get really up the gears at all because Rangers did very little to threaten, and all of it really is going to come back to what I believe is recruitment, and that's the overriding feeling that I'm getting after tonight. I can't really put any of this on Danny Rule. I think he is juggling a very, very poor Rangers team, a very poor Rangers squad, and he's trying to make something happen with it. But ultimately, the damage is already done, and this is a Rangers squad that's in turmoil, and I cannot see an easy fix anywhere. I don't see how this is fixed. It's definitely not fixed overnight. I joke with the lads sometimes when I say, lads, we're in for years of this, and I hope I'm wrong, but I just can't see how this is fixed, especially under the oversight of Kevin Thelwell and Patrick Stewart. I think we're in a bit of trouble. I really do think we're in a bit of trouble with our squad. Ali, the starting 11 tonight: Butland, Tavernier, Giga, Suter, Magoma, Aarons, Raskin, Barron. Front three of Gassama, Mikey Moore and Shermatti kept his place in the team. Into the game, when you seen this formation, I know tacticians will probably beat me over the head. I couldn't really figure it out. Was it a 4 at one point, and then it was like a 3, and then it looked like a 5 a wee bit at the back. It was a wee bit fluid. I'll be nice about it. It was fluid.
Yeah, I thought it was a 3 that went into a 5. I thought Aarons and Goma were the kind of full-backs that I think were to try and go forward, because I think Mikey Moore and Gassama were more kind of floating 10s at times. But when I see the lineup at the moment, Carney, when we're playing this 3 at the back or 5 at the back, whatever it is, my concern is I don't see we're going to score goals from. And I thought that against Celtic, I thought that against Hibs, and we didn't look. I know we got the goal, but again we didn't look like scored. And again tonight, when I seen the lineup, I thought, get why he's doing it. He's trying to be kind of compact, but it restricts us going forward, and I just don't see where the goals are coming from.
No, near that. I don't even slightly see where the goals are coming from, and we are persisting with Shermatti again, and I'm struggling really to have any sort of praise for the guy at all. First half, Rangers did nothing, very little, literally. I don't think that keeper's made a save in that first half. The Shermatti chance, to be fair,
he was unlucky.
They were a wee bit sloppy in possession. Shermatti got the ball out on the right hand side, fired it across the goal. So he was unlucky with that one. But then we conceded from a corner, Ali. And there's nothing I can say about this goal apart from I've seen this goal numerous times.
Copy and paste. Put a ball in our box, and you know what happens. And yeah. You're looking at each other now at Ibrox now, Gary, when we concede these goals, and it's like a comedy sketch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially with this back line.
But did you react when we conceded from a corner? No, because you go, well, yeah, of course we did.
That's what I'm saying, because you all turn to each other now and go,
that's what we do.
Of course we do. And as soon as you do that, it's an uphill battle against. I mean, Roma's a good team, but I mean, we are a very, very poor team right now. To be polite about it, but. How many goals are we going to just gift though? We did it against Celtic on Sunday, a corner kick, conceded. We do it all the time. The defence is absolutely rotten, Carney, and it's a worry. We talked about it going down the Paisley Road there, Carney. That whole back line next season is
not going to be here.
Not going to be
yeah, it's not going to be here.
Contracts up, Tav's contracts up,
yep.
and the rest are loan players.
Yep.
So how do you build for that?
We start from scratch all over again, and this is really what I think where we're at. I think most Rangers fans will get to that point now as well. I think where this has to be ripped up and started again, and I can't believe that the words are coming out of my mouth, but it really does. There isn't really any great progress, and Danny Rule is trying his best. He really is trying his best to get something here, but it's ultimately you can only polish a turd. Well, you can't polish a turd. Ultimately, you cannot polish a turd, and this squad is full of it. It is absolutely full of it, and I just don't think we're going to progress with the current squad that we do have. The second goal, Ali, it's just defensive error after defensive error. Again, something that is so repetitive for this Rangers team. John Souttar is all at sea. He's left, right, centre, everywhere else that he's not meant to be. And they literally pass it into the back of the net. And it's one of those goals that doesn't only knock the stuffing out the players, it knocks the stuffing out the whole stadium. Because you look at it and you go, that's so unbelievably poor that there isn't really an excuse for it.
It's unbelievably poor, but you come to expect it for this back line. John Souttar, I'm sick of going on about John Souttar. He's not good enough in games like this. John Souttar's alright, maybe at Ibrox against, no disrespect, a Dundee or somebody at Ibrox. But in big games, he switches off. He's switched off there, and it cost us. It's nearly cost us a few times tonight, John Souttar, in the second half as well. He's just not good enough. No. And not just John Souttar, I mean, the whole back line isn't good enough. And the goals we concede are scandalous, I've said it all season, there's no many games we've went into and the opposition have scored goals where you've went, that was a really good, well-worked goal, it was a screamer, probably Dundee indicating I would score a couple of good goals, but apart from that, we give goals all the time.
Yes,
and as soon as you go 2-0, Carney, the game's done.
And against a top Italian side.
Against a top team that know what they're doing,
yeah.
They'll know how to school you. And we're, my favourite word, powder puff.
And they toyed with Rangers at points tonight.
They toyed. Yeah. We know at 2-0 the game's done, Canny, because we don't even look like scoring.
No.
So, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how bad it is. It's into the second half. Rangers make that change with Magoma coming off and Asgard coming on. Magoma wasn't great tonight, but I feel sorry for the lad. This is a 19-year-old left-back loanee player that is our first choice left-back.
Because we have no other
Because we've got no other option. We'll actually have no other option. It's not that lad's fault at all. He wasn't particularly great, but neither was the rest of the team. We have a flurry of half chances, I suppose. The best one does come to Shamiti, and I'm not beating him up. He doesn't even hit the target with it, mate. He balloons it past the post. A guy that is, there's weird, crazy rumours happening on Twitter just now that potentially this guy could go out and loan, and if it is the case, then Farewell needs to go yesterday. But the biggest reaction tonight from the Rangers crowd was a few of the banners that were up in the Govan stand were attempted to be taken down. One of them said, you need to fix this, I think 49ers, something along the lines of that, and then this is not a hobby, this is our lives. And that got the biggest reaction from the crowd, which was then followed by, if you hate Patrick Stewart, clap your hands, and if you hate Kevin Thelwell, clap your hands, as well as Kevin Thelwell get to. And that is where I'm at. That I am at that point where we're going to be going into a January that's probably one of the most crucial Januaries that we've had as a club that I can remember anyway. Well, has not only tonight but in previous games that we've seen, the failure of recruitment in this squad it's gigantic. It really is. Ali, there's not one of the players that I believe that we've signed this season that are better than anything that we had last season. If anything, I think we are worse, and there's players that are also getting worse with the players that they are surrounded with. I don't think Asgard's up to it. Mikey Moore I kind of went 180 on him. I think he looks like a different player.
He's trying Mikey Moore.
Shamiti isn't worth 8 million. Majovski is nowhere near the player that I thought he was going to be. Karelis isn't good enough, I wouldn't sign him. Giga, somebody paid 10 million for him, which is baffling. Max Aaron's not good enough, not at it. Rothwell, not good enough, not at it. Fernandez is nowhere to be seen. I am struggling how this guy's still in a job, mate. I really am.
we came into the pub and McCoy's was getting interviewed, and that's what he said. He said from the team that was there last season that we knew wasn't good enough, tell me a player that's better for last season.
There isn't.
Looked at each other and went, there's none.
There isn't.
And there isn't. The recruitment's been terrible. Again, we look like wee boys tonight, Carney. Just Conor Barron. I know bashing Conor Barron, but he just looked out of his depth.
He's not helped by the fact that Raskin has disappeared.
He's not helped.
It's not helped. I mean, you can't really bash Barron.
I'm not bashing
Yeah,
him,
but
I'm
again,
just-
you can't bash Barron and no bash Raskin because.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Conor Barron, I'm using him as an example.
Yeah.
He looked like a wee boy tonight, along with the rest of
So
them.
did Raskin.
The spine of the team for me was key when the new owners came in the summer and we were building a new team. The spine of the team was key. I wanted physicality right through the middle of the park. We are soft as shit as a football team. We
Yes.
have been for years. This season we're even softer. And yet, as you say, the recruitment Carney is dreadful. The players we have right now, £30 million. We talked about it now. £30 million we spent this season.
Bonkers.
And it is what we've got in the park is absolutely dreadful.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's worrying going into January. Kevin Thurlow is going to spend or get loans or whatever he's going to do, because what he's brought in so far, and he can tell us how good these players are going to be in fucking 2 years' time, whatever it is. Right
nothing.
now, we're no good enough.
It means nothing. You said that. Even the boys round about me were talking about. I saw about the data with Shemai, and they were having a laugh with me. Don't get me wrong. They were having a wee dig at me, but we cannot be signing £8 million Shemai based on data and data alone. That this guy is nowhere near the finished article. He's nowhere near what we need right now. We're a club that are struggling to score any sort of goals, and he's certainly not helping matters. We are miles away from it. I mean, really far away from it. The Europa League is done now. I don't think it's mathematically impossible, but it might as well be, in my opinion. This will be probably the worst performance we've ever had in this competition by a long stretch. And yeah, the work is as clear as day for everyone to see. I think they're well sure are going to get it, and I think they deserve to get it. We're at the point where I don't think there's going to be progression. There isn't going to be progression with this current squad, and we cannot trust Kevin Thelwell to go into this market in January to make us any better, because him and his son are going to go back into England. They're going to sign 3 loanees from the Championship that are 19 years old to come up here and expect to make a great difference, and they won't. They ultimately won't. They have to be removed, and I'm kind of shocked that Kavanagh and Parag Marat have not clocked onto that yet, because if we can all see it, surely they can. Ali, that wasn't very fun.
No, it wasn't very fun. We've got one more game to come before the international break away to Dundee, which is a big game for us.
I've never heard Ali say so many times that he's looking forward to an international break ever. I don't think I've ever heard you say it as many times as you have this season.
Honestly, I think most Rangers fans, I've really struggled with them this season. I've really struggled with them. I don't enjoy going to Ibrox at the moment.
There was no buzz tonight going.
No, there's not. The football we play is poor. I feel for Danny Rule because the tools he's got to work with is dreadful. I think we've got to bin this 3 or 5 at the back going forward now, especially in the league. For me, we go back to a back 4. I'd like to see us go back to a 4-3-3 because we just don't look like scoring goals, and we need to go. I would like to go back to basics to a point and see a Gassama, who I don't know what we're doing with him, put him back on the left and put a wing on the right, Ant-Man, who I've not seen, or a Curtis, whoever it is, and let's go at teams. But yes, I don't know where it gets better, Carney, because I said we need to go to run in the league, but deep down, and you look at teams we're going to play, we've got to play Dundee, we've got Livingston and Falkirk, I think the next kind of 3 games in the league we've got, but I just can't see us going to run. I really can't. There'll be a bang somewhere along the road. We might win a couple of games and there'll be a bump in the road somewhere, which we can't have, but yeah. I just don't know where it improves.
Nah, me neither. I just don't see where the improvement is going to come and no matter what Danny Rule tries to do with this squad, I don't think he'll be able to do it, because ultimately I don't believe the squad's good enough. Even for the basics of Scottish football, I don't believe this squad is good enough. And tonight kind of showed the gulf in quality between the two sides. And again, I'll repeat what I said at the start. I never expected Rangers to go there and win tonight, but I expected a wee bit more than what I've seen. And everything was just highlighted tonight. It's put under the microscope tonight, and it's damning that the biggest reaction was for the clapping of hands and the support of hatred towards Thelwell Stewart.
There was even a cheer when Chermiti was substituted.
Yeah, there was.
And I think it was the fans basically saying to Thelwell,
You're
this
done
is
here.
what you spent £8 million
this is what you
on.
spent £8 million
And
on.
I do feel for Chermiti at times.
It's not his fault,
It's
no.
not the boys' fault.
But he is, and sorry for my French, he's fucking shit. He is.
He's not good enough.
He's not good.
He's simply not good
He's
enough.
not a good player at all. He really isn't.
But it's not his fault that we've spent fucking £8 million on him. But as we said in the pub beforehand, Carney, you're spending £8 million, our second biggest transfer in our history after Tory and Defoe.
And Patrick Stewart signs it off.
And you sign off a guy that scored no goals in 3 years.
It's just
Sorry.
scandalous. It's just, honestly, it is. You couldn't make it up. You really couldn't make it up. It's the stuff of football and nightmares. It really is. Again, it's not Shamiti's fault. I don't mean it to sound like it is, but the guy's not good enough. He's nowhere near good enough. And the change needs to happen. The owners need to, if they've got any hope for rescuing any sort of even respect, any sort of reputation for the rest of this season, they have to remove them. It's as simple as that. Thanks, Ali.
No problem. I know you're back on Friday night. I was going to say, unfortunately, I am out for dinner on Friday night, so I will not be on Club Live on Friday. I'll be back probably for the post-match, and then Sunday against Dundee. Hopefully we're talking about something a bit more positive.
Yeah, I hope so. I think it will just be Ross and I tomorrow night for Club Live, but yeah, that's for tomorrow to deal with. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be with you every step of the way, but I have got no positive reflections to kind of go on for the rest of this season. I think it's going to be, as Ali would say, strap yourself in, everybody, for all the wrong reasons, because
negative podcast.
I don't think it's going to be very good. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, all the usual stuff. We are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Cheers, everybody.